Leaving messages in my head. I don't know how to cope with this. I'm keeping secrets in my head, or any space you can find. Glad to see that I can help make your life a bit easier. But have you ever thought of how I felt? You need to think about your behavior.
Hello, everybody. On the eve of the 4th of July, welcome to another edition of Butch On Sports. Simply Butch is here. And as always, thanks for tuning in. Yes, indeed, another edition of Butch On Sports we're going to have, and I'm glad we're here. Give you some sports news you can't get enough of here. I'm watching the Tigers right now, and they had a 5-2 lead going into the bottom of the 7th. And guess what, boys and girls? It's tied. Chicago came back and got 3 runs in. 5-5. Going into the 8th inning, the top of the 8th inning here. So, with all that saying, let's root for the Tigers. By the way, the Tigers dropped the first game of this doubleheader in Chicago by a score of 7-5. So, let's root for the Tigers. Yeah, and by the way, the Tigers will wrap up the first half of the season with a 3-game series at Comerica Park against the Boston Red Sox beginning Friday, July the 5th at 7:10. Got those 2 numbers messed up. Well, it's the holiday, so what? So, hey, get on down there. And by the way, these $17.76 for all seats in the lower bowl. What a deal. They fill up the stadium. So you might want to get on those tickets if you're planning on going to see Detroit Tigers, haven't bought a ticket yet, or etc. Speaking of some acquisitions here, or some rewards, the Detroit Mercy Titans had one of the best seasons in school's history in softball. University of Detroit Mercy's director Robert Valls have promoted assistant coach Mark Gillis to head coach of the softball team. UD Titans were the Horizon League winners in softball this year and went on ahead for playoff ramifications, which they didn't do too good in, but again, it's best to be invited than not. So congratulations to the Titans on that one, and Mark Gillis for being promoted the head coach. Detroit Lions training facility in Allen Park, Michigan, reported on the 18th of this month the rookies will show up for training camp, and the 24th of the month the veterans will come on into the camp to give their all. And hopefully it's a good training camp and a good season indeed. You haven't seen one in quite some time. Of course, always the Lions do pretty fair well in the exhibition season, but when it gets down to the season, these last 2 or 3 years, it just hasn't happened. It just wasn't good. So, there you have it. Speaking of some football news there, in May in Las Vegas, Ezekiel Elliott got in trouble with the law in Las Vegas at one of the casinos. Yes, Ezekiel Elliott of the Dallas Cowboys. So the NFL conducted a comprehensive investigation that included interviews of multiple witnesses, including the security personnel and other in direct involvement, as well as a review of the documents and other information. Well, on Tuesday, prior to review, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell met with Mr. Elliott to reinforce the standards of conduct expected of him and the consequences for failing to meet those standards. Mr. Elliott acknowledged, and he demonstrated poor judgment and committed to making better choices in the near future. He volunteered to take advantage of the resources available to him to continue to grow his personality and growth and development here. Commissioner Goodell determined there were no violations of personal conduct policy and no further action will be warranted. That means, being that Mr. Elliott volunteered to get some of those resources that the NFL has offered him, there'll be no further penalty. Some of that penalty, those resources include being a responsible drinker. Now, you can guess what happened in Las Vegas on that particular. You can guess. Go ahead, guess. The Detroit Pistons got a new free agent, another one I should say, Markieff Morris. Yes, he's the brother of the other Morris that we have for the Detroit Pistons. League sources tell The Athletic of the NBA that he will be signing with the Detroit Pistons on the 6th. A small contract indeed, around about $3-4 million. And he'll join the Pistons. And hopefully give a little help with their forward situation, especially when Blake Griffin or in other, well, we can't have no other, he's the best forward we got, get injured or need rest. A capable hand to come on in there and spell him of some good play. Hopefully that is the formula for the Pistons signing Morris to a contract on the 6th there. And also the Detroit Pistons announced that the club's schedule and roster for the MGM Resort NBA Summer League 2019 will be held in Las Vegas between July 5th and 15th at the Thomas and Mack Center and also Cox Pavilion on the campus of UNLV. The Pistons guarantee at least 5 games will be played, 4 preliminary from July the 5th to the 10th, and the top 18 from the 32-team field, and featuring all 30 NBA teams, along with Croatia and China's national team are participating in Las Vegas in this extravaganza. So they are going to be seated in the tournament of those 8 with a championship game on the 15th around about 9 p.m. So you can watch on TV. I do believe that ESPN will be, or the NBA Network will be carrying that particular there. Teams that don't qualify for the tournament, they'll all get pitted up for a consolation game there. So that's 5 games. We don't know the 5th one. Current Piston, Bruce Brown, Kyrie Thomas, and others will be part of that rookie camp or first-year Piston camp, along with Sudoku Demboya and Davidas Sodisis were all expected to participate. And that schedule will read as followed. On the 5th, they play Croatia at Cox Pavilion at 3 o'clock. On Saturday the 6th, they'll play Portland at Thomas and Mack Center. On Monday the 8th at 5 o'clock, they'll play Indiana at Cox Pavilion. And on the 10th, July the 10th, Philadelphia at Cox Pavilion. All those games will be played in Las Vegas, of course. And again, the 5th game will be the top 8 teams will be pitted off and seeding to be able to go after that championship game on the 15th, which will probably be a couple games there, indeed, or at least 3 for the team that end up winning that particular tournament. So think about it. You got nothing else to do. The 8th annual Detroit Sports Zone, who commemorate high school sports in the city of Detroit and also give out scholarships, will be taking place on September the 27th, 2019. You want more information, go to www.detroitsportszone.org. The participants in getting or receiving awards from the Sports Zone will be Pepper Martin from McKenzie High School. He won multiple Super Bowl winner as a coach and a player in the NFL. Stan Edwards of Kettering University. He played at the University of Michigan and also ran track and played in the NFL. Wendy Chulovich of Persian High School, she was a track star. Ella Willis of Persian High School, nationally ranked cross-country all-state marathon winner. Selena Hollywood Johnson of Southeastern High School, golf extraordinaire, I should say. Clifford Hatchett of Central High School, went to Wayne State All-American in track. Hilton Napoleon went to Cass Tech and went to University of Kentucky State playing baseball. Bill Jones, who I'm very familiar with, went to Detroit Southwestern High School, won multiple state championships, went to Iowa, excelled very much so there, went to the New Jersey Nets, also played in the CBA and also the European League overseas. Gary Waters, McKenzie High School basketball coach and winner of 3 different universities. Very good coach indeed in his day. Ted Talbert, who graduated at Northern High School and a 5-time Emmy winner in television journalism. He will receive the Chairman's Award there. So there you have it. For those particulars who are going to be represented, Tigers right now are still trailing 5-5 in the bottom of the 8th inning. And in the men's Gold Cup, that has been delayed because of storms coming in the area of Nashville, Tennessee. In the meanwhile, the U.S. is leading that particular contest by a score of 1-0 over Jamaica. Jamaica man. And they should be able to get that on soon the storm clears its way. Big storm as well, lightning and all the other good stuff involved there. So they're taking cover in Nashville, Tennessee, the home of the Titans. And finally, boys and girls, the Netherlands will face the United States in the World Cup on Sunday. Sunday, yes, indeed. Sunday they will be playing the United States, the Netherlands. They beat Sweden by a score of 1-0 in extra time, which brought them, well, not really extra time, in overtime. They scored, and of course, in overtime you get 2 15-minute periods. The Netherlands scored in the first overtime period and held them off in the second overtime period. I'm talking about Sweden, that is, to get out of the semifinals and get into the finals. They will face the United States women's soccer team for the championship. That means England will take on Sweden on the Saturday consolation game for 3rd place. And there you have it, boys and girls, for this abbreviated edition of Butch On Sports here. We're hoping everyone and everybody, I mean everybody, have a safe and wonderful holiday weekend. I'm going to tell you again, the popos are out there. State, county, cities are out there waiting on you all. If you roll up drunk, if you're on a telephone, maybe even smoking a cigarette the wrong way, they're waiting for you. Please, don't show your rear end. Stay home if you're going to do that. Don't be on the road. Be good this holiday, which is tomorrow, okay? I am out of here with the quickness. I'm going to enjoy the holiday and the weekend involving our catch a couple of Tiger games this weekend. I'm going to do it. Butch On Sports is a presentation of Old My Darling Productions. You can catch Butch On Sports on Facebook. Go to Butch On Sports page on Facebook and have at it. Give me a like if you care for it to do so. I love those. And also, you can catch us on Podomatic. Type in SIMPLYBUTCHTOO.podomatic.com. You can also catch us on the Game Sports Show webpage there. Scott Nason, Dave McKay, EJ Russell, and myself. Part of that extravaganzas on Monday. And probably we'll have a special announcement to give you, but we'll wait till Monday to do that, boys and girls. And you catch me around about 6:40, 6:30, something like that there. It's about 7 o'clock live on the radio, or radio. And then you'll have our fireside discussions that sometimes get hot and heavy, or mild and suppressed. You take it or leave it here, but we do have conversations about sports news you can't get enough of. I am out of here. I am done. Have a very, very pleasant long weekend if you want to make it that way. If not, everybody got to go back to work on Friday. Save yourself.